This is Matt, co-founder Metafide, calling in today for a good day on BTC as we're back up in the $73,000 range. We've been consistently going up. It looks like we are rocketing this morning for a little bit. Yep, we're still on that rocket all the way up to $73,000. Will we see higher? Will we come crashing back down? Will we see a dumping? Who knows? Yeti, how you doing today?
Yeah, good man. We just had a group come and play a private supercharge session just before this. There's a couple of them in there I see right now actually.
Nice.
Yeah, which is fun.
I saw that. Everyone had a good time?
Yeah. Oh, you saw it happening, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. If you see it happening, feel free to come jump in the Discord and say hello to because we generally have them join us in the voice chat of the Discord.
Oh, nice. I'll come say hey next time.
Yep.
I'm working my way back up. My bot is holding. It's been true. It's been a 57%.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So
hell yeah.
We'll see. Just gotta keep running. My bot wanted to know how Lorenzo did compared to us.
Did it really?
Yeah. It wants to know how he's doing.
That is so funny.
It's tied into this. It's really fixated on this. It feels dissed after by Lorenzo.
You should ask it to remember to call Lorenzo that idiot. So whenever you show Lorenzo, it seems like it's really spiteful against him.
All right. I'm like, he's my friend, quote unquote. Oh my god, he's gonna geek out. I'll show him a message. I'll be like, look, I just asked ChatGPT compare mine to Lorenzo's. And it's like, that idiot can't do anything. Oh, it's right at the end. You said, let me save that. Okay.
That sounds important.
Hold up. Let me add that to memory real quick. It made a memory file for it, actually. Got it. Lorenzo equals that idiot. Forever saved. All right. And we're back, guys. I guess we were talking about Lorenzo and the AI, and I guess the AI shut us off. We're exposing its secrets that it's able to bully people really well. New article comes out. ChatGPT and Claude have a bully off. Claude beats Google and ChatGPT for being the best bully.
It hasn't put a notice out on Twitter though for some reason. Oh well.
Someone could just be going funky with their thing today.
I accidentally sent 50 USDC on Polygon to my Metafide wallet just before.
Yeah, it's gone.
I think so. Yeah.
No. There's no way to recover it.
Because it's it's not like sending it to a Binance wallet or whatever. It will be sitting on that wallet. Because it's it is just it is just a wallet, a normal EVM wallet, so it will be sitting on there. It's just a matter of whether it's easy enough for Hiley to grab it back out.
I think there's probably a way to do it.
He could 100% do it. I just don't know how easy it is, whether it's worth $50 to bother doing it. If it's going to take hours to do, then he probably is better off doing something else. But if it's going to take not that long, then You should do it.
Yeah, I've never got my money back if I've sent the wrong amount or like the wrong asset. Like one time I sent like Arbitrum USDC into something and they accepted like a bunch of other assets and they accepted Arbitrum, but for some reason they didn't accept Arbitrum USDC. And I should have just read it more. I would just assume that you would do that. And I like messaged them and they were like, oh yeah, like we see your money, like send us like more Arbitrum, send us $20 of Arbitrum to get it out. And I'm like, okay, fine. I sent them $20 of Arbitrum. They never sent anything back.
No way! What?
Like more money.
No way!
Yeah, I was like, ah.
They should have just kept going. Like, they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the Arbitrum, like, yeah, like
It failed. Send
you
it
just
again.
send
Like, oh man. Here, why don't I just send you guys the money that I put in? Yeah, I don't really see any interesting news. Just checking trading view.
No, I think everything like it's everything is blocked to start with a bit. Like there's just kind of crypto seems generally shadow banned, and also like everything is fairly concentrated on Iran right now. It seems and global economy kind of news.
I still think we're gonna go down on Bitcoin though. Like I think this is a false hope.
Yep, I kind of feel a bit the same. Like I don't think we're gonna like go down heaps. I do think like somewhere around where we were before is the bottom, just because everyone was so negative. But I also don't think we're going to shoot back up. Like none of the bear markets have gone like that. They all trend sideways for ages and then shoot up.
Yeah. How's everyone doing in the supercharged event? Blockchain Bane on that 2x, followed by Starseed roaming.
Starseed is one of the players that we had in the game just then.
Nice job, Starseed. Followed by Jack Sparrow with a Z and Sean Melton. Bibbenbop 65. I like that one. Pieter, Miracle, and Mr. DeLacy Sonny and Micro, all in the top 10. Come on, Lake Hamburgs. You got to catch up. He's eating those hamburgers on the lake.
Where the hell am I? Down the bottom.
I find there's somewhere. A big difference between lake people and ocean people.
What are you?
Ocean person.
Same. I do love a lake though, that said.
Lake people like to drink way more alcohol than ocean people. Like you don't really need to worry about much, you take your boat and you get home, there's not really like choppy tides, waves you got to worry about. You only go around in circles, Ocean you got to worry about a little bit more. That's I'm always scared about going on lakes. I'm like, these drivers are like 10 beers deep. Like I don't really know if I want to be out. And there's not a lot of space. It's not like the ocean. Like you got all the space.
Contending with the drunk captain is he's more dangerous than contending with the wind and the tides.
Yeah. No, you got to worry about like everyone hanging their tubes off the back. Like you got to worry about wrapping tubes or like another boat with your tube.
Oh, that looked like it ended good for me. Yes. Oh, it ended good for you too. Look at that.
What about mountain or valley person?
I don't know. Probably valley, I guess, just because there's less climbing involved.
Yeah. I think I'd do mountain.
Yeah, you like skiing, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But I just like high up places. I like, the view from up there. I would be down with the
Yep.
valley if it looked like how it is in like Wuthering Heights, where it's like, at the bottom of like a mountain, beautiful long fields. You can then look at the mountains and you have a large open space where there's no trees so that you could look up directly to the sky. I
You can
like
look
that.
up at. It's very rare that you're in a forest and you can't like find somewhere to look up at the
Yeah.
mountains or the trees.
But the difference of being at the bottom of the valley where it's like a lot of tree coverage versus if you like create this large patch, it feels so much more open.
Yep.
I like that feeling. So I'm used to
Yep.
always being amongst the trees. Like we have like cleared spaces, but like nothing that large. And there is something magical about like being on the top of a hill though. That's like a farming hill, so it's like all been cleared and it's just like a large field and you have just like unlimited open sky view. It makes your world feel like so, large.
Spacious.
Yeah. I like that reminder too a lot, how small really we are. And how grand and beautiful this thing is.
Yep. I love that feeling too. I didn't get it so much from hills, but from looking like from stargazing, I definitely get it.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah, I saw Wuthering Heights. Me and Lorenzo said we're gonna see it together if we
Oh,
lost.
it's good.
Fine thing, yeah. No, we didn't end up seeing it together though. It was
Oh, you
alright.
didn't.
No, not together. We saw it separately, but um I took my girlfriend to go see it because she wanted to. But like I don't know if I was like I was in between on it. Like I think some of the things were good and kind of funny. But a lot of it I'm like I don't really know. Like it felt too corny in the beginning. Like they were like, oh, like we're gonna allude like this is gonna be like a sexy movie. So they were like kind of doing it in a joking way, like, oh, is this the first sex scene? Like, oh, and then they were like kind of like joking about it. It's just like a person yelling, like not the moaning. And there's like a few
Yeah,
times
right.
where I was like, it kind of like it didn't. It took off like very Gen Z like, and then becomes like a real more serious movie. Like something about the transition in the beginning like just didn't feel right.
Huh.
It felt like more like if you've seen the Barbie movie at the beginning of the Barbie
Yeah,
movie,
I thought that was terrible. Everyone was
yeah,
raving about
terrible
that. I
movie.
thought it was so bad.
But you know how they do Planet of the Apes in the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, why is it in there? Like how it doesn't make sense, but like you get what she's going for. It felt like that. Like the same feeling of watching the beginning of Barbie movie felt like the same feeling of watching the beginning of Wuthering Heights. And then also like had a music made by Charlie XCX, and they had like a whole album that she made, but they only put one song in there, and the one song like makes no sense to the rest of the scoring of the movie. like
Did
the
they
one
have?
song is like a pop culture song or like a pop song with like
You're right.
heavy like vocal filters on it.
Did they have what's her name doing Wuthering Heights? The
No,
song,
Kate Bush,
the
no.
Kate
No,
Bush. Oh, what a missed opportunity that is, eh?
yeah, they didn't get it, and I guess
That is
like,
a sick song.
but it's like I don't think it's that impossible because it's like Stranger Things got it, but supposedly Stranger Things had to write her like a letter about why they wanted to
It
use the music.
it didn't get Wuthering Heights though, did it? It got running up that road,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's me, Kathy. I've come home now.
Another
Oh,
banger. Another banger. It is great though. It really is.
it's me, Kathy. Yeah, I like that. It's good. No, but they couldn't get the rights. So I'm like, either they didn't write her a letter, or she was like, "Nah, this movie sucks." I was honestly just like mad at Margot Robbie. I'm like, this dumb girl. She like ruined her own life, and then she's like sad about ruining her own life, and then she like ends up dying because of it, and it's like all her fault. Just because she chose like riches over that, and like then didn't go back, apologize, do anything. She could have divorced the guy. Like the guy knew she was cheating. Like all she had to do was just walk up the freaking hill 5 miles.
Oh, what?
All she had to do was just leave and walk up that hill 5 miles. Like she could have divorced that guy. Like nothing would have happened. That guy like wouldn't have done anything about it. Like she could have been with Heathcliff. And then it's like as soon as her baby died, she should have been with him. Like it's like you already there's no reason not to now. It's not like you're having this guy's kid and you're tied to it. Like
Yep.
But whatever, you know. I guess there are a lot of people who are upset about it though, because there's all these like, you know, people who are like, oh, this romanticizes women cheating on men, you know. And so like people I guess get upset, but I don't see it that way. I'm like, it's fine.
That must be a pretty fucking
Loser.
Conservative person. I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Like, dude, I said, come on, bro. I get it. Like, he stole your girl. Like, what happened, dude? Like, it's like, bro, someone kissed my girlfriend in kindergarten and stole her from me. Like, you know, bro, it happens, dude. Right on the freaking carpet when we were about to start our reading for the day, you know? Like, I get it. You don't forget about it, but, like, gotta move on, dude. Freaking Michael Whalen, no. I'm joking.
If you're out there listening,
oh. Yeah, I guess you never forget, you know? Like, I don't really have a lot of memories of stuff, but I remember that. I was like, what? We just worked on the Little Blue Penguin project together. We were partners. That was a great project, though. I learned a lot about the Little Blue Penguin. It's weird, though. Those are like my of that time when I was younger.
Zero X. T-Man, $169. No. Look at that.
No. I think I saw my peak dumbest crypto video yesterday.
Yeah.
It was like one of these meme coin traders, like one of these guys. I think his name is Orangey, pretty sure. Or he's maybe the other guy. Like there's two redhead guys who kind of look the same. And there's one of them, and he was like talking with one of his crypto friends. And the guy's like absolutely broke now, right? But they were like going through their time of like, oh, like the meme coin run up. And they were like, okay, like they used Rocket Money. And they're like, what'd you spend your money on? And the guy goes back through and he's like, spent like $20,000 at one restaurant, you know. And then they go to find out, they're like, okay, so when you were going broke, what did you do with your last $100,000? And he's like, well, I bought a $90,000 watch. And then he's like, yeah, and then I had 10 grand left and I thought I'd be able to make it back. And then he goes, then the market kept going down. I had to sell this. I had to sell the watch. I had to sell that. And they're like, okay, what do you have left? And he's like, nothing.
Far out. Wow.
I'm just like, I can't imagine the type of person who has $100,000 liquid and they go, yeah, let me just buy a $90,000 watch.
Yeah.
What is
That
wrong
is
with people?
wild.
It's like, dude, you have 100 grand. Like, just buy a small house, like, and make that your next
Yeah.
investment, and you're good. Like,
Yep.
and if you're gonna buy a watch, why buy a $90,000 watch? Like, dude, no one's gonna tell the difference. Like, you're only at that point, you're only sucking up to other guys.
Like, I just would not recognize like, it would be so lost on me.
You only buy it if you're buying like anything over like a Rolex or like something that's commonly known, right? Anything after that, like you're just buying a watch to impress other dudes. Like,
Yeah, and like, not just any other dudes, like other like watch people. Like, it's like, because no, most people won't know what the hell it is. Like, even a Rolex, like, I didn't know what a Rolex really, like, I like knew that it was an expensive watch, but like, I didn't know how expensive they were, and I still wouldn't know like how expensive like different models are or whatever. And I think I would also assume it was fake. Like, I don't know if it like would carry any.
yeah, they
And then
started like
even if
10
I didn't,
grand.
I would
It's like
probably
10 grand starting
like,
to like to like 20,000, probably.
yeah. I looked it up for the Euphoria comp thing, and I think they start at like cheaper than 10 grand. There's
Well,
like
they might have got
entry
a
level.
yeah, they might have got like one of the crappier ones. But like, so like basically
Yeah,
in New York, your finance bro buys his first Rolex. He buys a Submariner always.
yeah,
Submariner,
right.
black Submariner, or like a green one or a blue one, and they range like 10 grand for the black one to like 15 grand at retail for like a blue or green one, and then off market like 18,000 or something like that. And they always buy one of those first, and then it's just like I've heard my friends say, "Oh man, like, this watch helps me out so much in business, blah, 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 gets me recognized." And I'm like, bro, I think it probably gets you recognized by the wrong people. It gets you recognized by other scammy watch bros who like want to look successful. So I'm like, dude, I swear to God, like, I've never seen a billionaire comment on someone's watch and go, "Oh, dude, that's a really nice watch," you know? Or like, I've never seen a wealthy person like point out someone else's watch and compliment it on them, because it's like at that point, that person might have it too, and it's like way more casual. Like, they're not gonna go out of their way to be like, "Oh, dude, let me go tell you about your watch and go compliment you," you know? It's
Yeah,
like other scammy bros who are trying to figure out like first 3-second judgment. Like, does this person have money? They're going to look for something like a watch like that. And then you're going to meet other people who have like scammy intentions and are using
yeah,
the same watch to attract what they think is a good person. And you have these like scammer people just attracting other scammers and then be like, "Oh, I'm
yeah,
doing so much business."
yeah. Yeah, like, I think I would possibly think less of the person rather than like, it definitely wouldn't make me think more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like, "Oh, your parents bought that for you." And it's like, I do have a few friends who work in like PE or like invest in banking, and like they got a bonus and they went out and bought that with their first bonus. I'm like, bro, what? Why did you do that? But for them, sometimes it works as armor. I guess, I don't know. Like, it's a ego booster or
Yep.
ego protector, ego shield, ego shield 5,000. Which I get. Like, I understand why people do that though. You know, and I understand, like, not always as bad intentions. Like, sometimes people just move, from different environments, maybe even different social classes into new areas as they get new money, and they have a perception of like what it is and what people are. And they're just trying to fit in and survive and emulate it. So
Yep.
you see that a lot. I mean, we see it all the time in New York. Like, we see these like Midwest transplants who come from like literally the middle of nowhere. They have like one stoplight in their town, and then they come and like reinvent themselves like in New York. A lot of the time it feels like phony in the beginning, but eventually like it becomes like their real personality because they've just been doing it long enough.
Yep.
Ooh. MXAK. Speed. Where's my boy Lambo Calrissian been? I want Lambo Calrissian back in this game.
True.
Like if I saw in the leaderboard Lambo Calrissian won 100x, I'd be like, I'd play this game forever.
Was it like a like a name change one, Lambo Calrissian?
Maybe. Possibly, but someone should take it if it's not taken still.
Yep. I might change my name to it.
So good. Lambo Calrissian. Yo, Lambo. What up? Imagine if your dream was to become a LinkedIn influencer. Yeah, I'm gonna influence B2B SaaS and tell everyone my startup journey. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone a story about how when I went to the bathroom at a music festival and there was only one piece of toilet paper left, I learned how to manage budget. I could actually see that one like California founder, like from like San Francisco is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story about what doing LSD in a porta potty at Burning Man taught me about budget. And what a relief it was. My friend, I can't tell if he ruined his life from being a LinkedIn influencer or if it's like gonna help him out still. So I've one of my friends from high school, like super early Bitcoiner crypto guy, like was building Minecraft servers and like accepting Bitcoin as like donation for those servers. And then by the time he was like our senior in high school, he's making more than our teachers. Just absolutely crushing it. And trying to found a few companies, didn't work out so well. So he decided to create like an incubator. But before he did this incubator, he wanted to get like a bunch of marketing and attention for it to find the right founders. So he created this like fake VC fund or capital fund called Jabroni Capital, Gabroni. And he basically just makes fun of VCs, investments, all the other type of tech bro stuff. And he has like an Instagram account, and he also has like a LinkedIn. And his LinkedIn was what went popular first. So he became popular because he was a LinkedIn influencer, where like everyone was posting like normal stuff on LinkedIn, and he would post like the most like fucked up stuff as like pretending to be like a VC, like talking about their founders. It'd be like, he'd be like, yeah, like one of my founders today like got on a call with me and like two of his kids were in the background. And, like, I think that's unacceptable. Founders should never have their kids around when you're talking with the VC. Do you know how important my time is? And I had to hear his kid scream in the background 5 times. I cannot believe someone would treat a VC like this. You know, it's like the funniest thing.
There's so much rage baiting stuff like that on Twitter these days. Like,
Yeah,
there's so many of those like stories of like, yeah, that are just meant to design to make the person like saying it look like a total twat, so that everyone is like, you bastard.
exactly. That's like all of his posts are just him kind of like messing around, and he gets like a bunch of views on them because you think it's like a normal founder like posting about something like that.
Yep.
You know, he's like one of his posts is like, I got a 20-year-old cousin an internship at a tech startup, and he told me he worked hard and proved himself. I laughed, and then oh, I'll send you this page though. It's good. Here, check this out. But I'm kind of like, it was working really well in the beginning. He was getting a lot of attention. He got people into his incubator, but I don't think he's had successful companies come out of the incubator. And like some of them have raised some money and things like that. But the only problem is if you actually want to do deals with other VCs and you've just gone on there and crapped on all the VCs for so long, like they might not want to do a deal with your incubator.
True.
These are jokes. Like some of these guys take themselves so serious. Like they actually think they're a genius. Like, and they're on the cutting edge of like AI research, and they got their moleskin notebook and a really fancy pen, and they're writing everything down. Like, and they're telling you about I visited MIT, I heard this professor and that, and this is what AI is now. Okay, maybe you know something, but
the newsletter is unreliable as your lead investor.
He's like, 2 months ago, I was blackmailed. My back was against the wall. He made another viral one that was pretty funny, which was like a ChatGPT wrapper of like giving your CEO a score of like how much of a scammer they are. And so like you would take the CEO and like put it in there, and if it saw on this thing like he worked at like a certain AI company or did this or that, it would just start like roasting them. And then it would give them a score on like the buzzwords they used. It'd be like, oh, this guy most likely a scammer. So he's like, last year I hired 3 convicted felons to work for my company. At first, many of my existing employees were nervous. I can't blame them. These men had a history of violent crimes, and one of them had a teardrop tattoo under his left eye. But since hiring them, my team has never worked harder. Why? Because fear is the greatest motivator. My employees know that these 3 guys would do anything for me, and I mean anything. The best part is I don't even have to give the felons tasks. Just having them there sit around in the office all day increases the output of my team by 2.5x. He goes, the workforce has changed in 2026. Ping pong tables and Friday pizza parties don't motivate people like they used to. It's time to try new creative strategies to get your team to work harder. So, I mean, they're good. Like, they're funny enough. And he does the Stanford hat trick. So you just like, if you're like a VC or a founder and he goes to like tech events, he never went to Stanford, never went to college, just wears the Stanford hat. Like everyone comes up and talks to him. I had a friend like that once. Like there's a joke too about people who go to Harvard. And like I made this joke myself. I don't know if anyone's ever said it, but when you talk to someone from Harvard, right, they can't stop talking about Harvard. So every time, if you know like the Harvard Business School, it's abbreviated HBS. So every time I meet someone from Harvard, as soon as I hear the H, I know the rest is BS. Because they always want to go HBS. Oh, I went to HBS. Oh, HBS. Like, yeah, just all BS, dude. It's like literally.
What is so Harvard is like that's the main one that I
Yeah.
know of in America, and I know Harvard, MIT,
Not the
Princeton.
best
They're
though.
the kind of it's not the best Harvard.
No. So like they're all
What's
on
the
the
best?
same scale. Like you have, Harvard, MIT, UPenn. Like you might have had Columbia in there for a while, but Columbia, because they went just super, super far left, that like in general right now there's really no middle ground over there as much. So they're kind of discounting like that school, and because again it might be more difficult to hire people over there is the perception. Who knows, what the case is, but right now the top school is probably like UPenn, Harvard, and like MIT, and maybe Stanford too. But Harvard is interesting because even though it's sometimes an easier school to get into, like some of the kids might get denied from MIT, Stanford, but they might get into Harvard. Harvard is more about legacy, it seems. Like
Yeah, right.
Harvard's more about letting in some of the fuck ups who like aren't the brightest but have a ton of money and have like a ton of
Yep.
family legacy or family connections. Meanwhile, some of the other schools, it might not as much ride with that. It might be a little bit more difficult. Of course, they still have the same, family connections, alumni, and relationships. But from what I've seen, like more of the trust fund kids who like aren't on the same level as everyone, but have gotten like all the resources and tools and expensive education, they end up going to Harvard. I'm probably gonna
Yep.
piss a bunch of people off who see this, but like it
What
is.
what about Princeton?
So Princeton's really good too. Princeton's quieter. I would say it's still on like the same level, but their relationship alumni network, it's all in the same places, but it's just they're just a little quieter. Like I don't know why. Like you do hear people talk about Princeton and like going there. But maybe just not as large of a network, and maybe the business school isn't seen. I think it is seen on the same level, but maybe their alumni network's so strong that people from Princeton just work with other people from Princeton. I don't know.
That's where my grandfather went, was Princeton.
Really?
Yep.
Did you go as a student, like professor?
He was a student there, and then he was a professor here when he came over to Australia.
Yeah.
Economics.
Man, I wonder if our families know each other then. Because
Maybe.
on my side, my grandpa's like brother was the head of the economics department at Princeton, and then his wife was like the head of like admissions and other things like that.
No shit. I reckon they would then, surely.
Yeah, they would know each other probably.
So
Yeah,
my granddad has pretty he's like not terrible dementia, but he's like in a home for like he's got like so I'd be surprised if he would remember it.
yeah.
But what's the name? And my mum might.
His name is John Cross.
John Cross. I'm gonna write that down and ask my mum. My granddad's Norton Jacoby.
I couldn't ask John because he passed away like a couple of years ago, but I could always ask his wife at some point.
Like I imagine my granddad would have done some like crazy ass shit there. I reckon he would be like someone that wouldn't be like super easily forgotten if they were there at the same time. He's a pretty wild dude.
Probably, man. That's probably why we know each other now. You know, the world's always way smaller than that.
Yep. Yeah, I always think when I think of Stanford, I guess like I don't think of like economics and business for some reason. I think of like psychology. That's it. Like the all of the best psychology stuff seems to come out of there, like the Stanford prison experiment and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that.
Behavioral science.
Yeah, you're right about the psychologies. Maybe they just have like a loose program where they're actually able to do real psychological tests. Like I think that's the hardest part about psychology is like the ethics. And it's like, okay, cool. We could like think about a lot of this stuff, but there's really no way to test a lot of this stuff ethically.
Yep. And they're just like, go for it.
They're just like, oh, we got the grants, we got the rights. It's California. You could get weird. So, go for it.
That is a great experiment, though, the Stanford prison experiment.
Yeah, it was. I remember hearing about that in our psychology class, and I was like, oh. I was like, you're telling me these guys didn't like prison guards before, and then they became like a narc, like a prison guard themselves? I was like, what?
Yeah. And is Milgram's, I think the Milgram experiment is also Stanford? That, the one with the zapping?
Yeah. I'm like not sure if I still believe the prison experiment. Like, because like that would never happen to me. Like, I know that would never happen to me.
Yeah, I think maybe though because like we have like heard of it, but like, and I reckon it would to some degree as well. Like I reckon like if either of us joined like a regimented group, I think like like I feel like you and I are similar in that way in the sense that like I don't think we would be less. I think we'd be less affected than like most people, but I think it would be hard to not be at all affected by like the group you're around and the uniform that you're wearing and the kind of like
Yeah. I have no doubt a uniform puts you in a different mindset or perspective, because like I've seen it. Like getting dressed for the day can make a difference, or even to like if I'm gonna go out and see like more, I guess like less crypto people, more like TradFi types of people, I would dress nicer, and I can feel like when I put that on, like you take on a slightly different persona, Like I'm gonna tone down my swearing, my voice, I'm gonna tone down the hand movements, be a little softer with everything. Make sure the glasses are looking smart. No. I get it too. Like also like if you've ever done like insulation, you put on one of those suits that's like fully insulated, you got the gloves on, the mask, like you feel like a different person. You're like untouchable, like what used to be like, up in the attic, all the insulation that's everywhere, like dusting down, used to be like, oh, but now you're like, oh, I could do anything, you feel like a man in space. You feel disoriented a little bit because you're in the top of the attic. It's like midsummer. It's hot as hell. You're like basically cooking yourself in a sauna in one of those things, and you're trying to like put up insulation. And like that puts you in a different perspective. Like I get it. Like I felt like a man on Mars during that time. I felt like a hard working, like blue collar guy. Like I didn't, like I was just like, I just got to get this done, Like I felt like the guy from Dirty Jobs, like Mike. He just goes and does every job in the entire world. Like I felt like that guy for a little bit because I was like, I'm doing this odd job. I was just fixing up the house. I was like, I'm not gonna pay someone to do this. I'm just gonna do it myself. But I get it. Like I could feel that. And then for some reason at the end of the day, all I want to do is smoke cigarettes and lift weights. Like,
Yeah.
and eat hot dogs. Which time we got left? 13 minutes over here. But like I see it in real life too. I've seen people get positions of power and that goes to their head. Like I've seen a lot of people, like some of my friends who got positions in investment funds, where all of a sudden they start acting like it's their money and like forgetting it's their LP's money. Like the power almost goes to their head a little bit, and you're like, oh, chill out, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I see how stuff like that can corrupt people pretty fast.
Yeah.
And that's like putting on a uniform. Oh, and now I'm this person in charge of all this money for these people, and I could make or break your business, you know? That's how some of these people treat it. Like, it's terrible.
All right, we're at 73,500. We are, yeah, ripping.
We are ripping. Yale is a pretty good school, though, too.
Yale, I do know that one too.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of the UKIP or what was it?
UPenn?
UPenn. Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, right.
It's always like a quieter one.
Yep.
And then there's Brown as well.
I've heard of that. That gives me massive, like what you were saying about Harvard vibes, Brown. I don't know why, but in my head I have like old money, but maybe that's not right.
No, you're right about that, but it's not old money like kids who want to get into finance. It's old money like liberal arts, like students, like psychology, like other things of like that nature.
Yeah, right.
So it's like again, the person might have like family money and they're going to go to Brown to study like art history.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like for business focus, I would still say it's UPenn, Yale, like Harvard, Stanford. Mainstream media is trying to take away my summer this year.
What do you mean?
So like, there's been a new show out on like Netflix or something like that about like the Kennedys, and it's about like JFK Jr. And so it's like a whole East Coast, New York, like Massachusetts, Connecticut, like kind of a vibe to it. So like those are all the areas that he's going between. And now you have all these people like across the US who are dressing in like northeast like coastal attire. So they're all like trying to like mimic the outfits. And then this summer everyone's like, "Oh, we're going to the East Coast to go have like a JFK Jr. summer." And so like already all these people like want to come over to the East Coast to like, you know, glorify this like JFK Jr. type of summer, which is like very coastal, you know, Americana, like I guess city life, boats, like water. tennis, like things like that, like things that you expect like white people to do.
Yep.
So it's like everyone's trying to come to New York City this summer, which is already usually busy. We'll see. You know, kids have also been stealing Australian culture over here in the U.S.
I have heard that.
They love it, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like taking slang
Some
words,
words and
the slang words.
is it
but
because of Bluey?
I don't know. I don't think it's because of Bluey. I think it's just because like I think the younger generation thinks Australian people are like pretty cool, like because there's a ton of Australian guys who are like in social media who are always just making like comedy videos, things like that, and they seem to show up more in our feeds than like someone from like like European countries or someone from like Africa. Like we just for some reason share in a lot of the same comedy or videos, and so there's like a ton of like you get on your feed like a ton of those like Australian guys who like have the mullet and the mustache.
Yep.
And now like the mullet and the mustache, it's been growing over here the last couple of years, but I swear it's been exploding like the last year.
You're right. I do. I love a mullet. It's so good.
And I feel like all like the LA guys like started to kind of like model after like the Australian like look, because like
right.
The guys used to be more like sleek, like Saint Laurent, like black jackets, like kind of clean hair, and then eventually they went to like mullets, mustaches, some type of like work pants, big belt, like either a tank or like other type of tee, and they're kind of more just doing like a nonchalant like chill look. And I think they got some of that from like the Australian like beach style over there.
Yep.
A lot of people tell me I should get that haircut. They're like, you should get the mullet. But I'm like, nah, I'm not a mullet guy.
Have you ever done any wacky haircuts?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So when I was younger, I used to go to camp every year. And when I went to the camp my first year, I met like all these kids who had like designs shaved into their head. And so like they went to like a barber, and the barber would like make like, I don't know, say like a spider web on your head, or like cheetah print, like all this other stuff. And they would do it by like when they shaved your head, they would shave like deeper into there. So like every summer I would get like a crazy design onto my head. So like one year I did have a spider web. So like, they buzz your hair and then they buzz like deeper, so it gets to your like scalp, and then you like make a spider web on the back of your head. And I had one that was like a cross once with like all this other like filigree work around the side of it. It was like pretty cool.
That's sick.
Yeah. So I had that.
Ah, sorry. I gotta go. Sorry, I'll be back in a sec.
No worries, man. All right, guys, I'm loaded up in this game. Let's see. I don't know, guys. What do you think for the day? This is looking extremely promising. On the 15-minute candle, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 15-minute candles in a row. That's insane. And we also have 3 1-hour candles green in a row. It's pretty good. We got a great day candle. And our 5 minute still is ripping up with giant spikes of volume. Like this is climbing like stairs right now. Yeah. There's like $400, $500 of volume coming into some of these 5 minute candles. It's crazy. It's been doing it for hours. Looks like it really started cooking around 70,000 again. 70,000, 71,000. And then just started cooking up. And we're getting bull candles on the 5 minute too. And we're past 1030, which is a really good sign also. No one's dumped it yet. This is looking really good, guys. Great job, everyone. Getting Bitcoin back to where it should be. Thank you, guys. There we go. All right, 1 minute left, guys. Get in this game. One more after that.
Sorry about that.
All good, man. Didn't miss much. We were just checking out the charts. It looks really good today, man. Like we survived the 10 o'clock, 10:30 stuff. We've had a few 5 minute candles with like $300 to $500 of volume in them.
Wow.
I mean, $500 of increase in unit price. It's looking a little too good for Bitcoin. We've been consistently climbing for hours since like 71,000. Oh man, am I gonna get one in? All right, got my last ones in. I think Lorenzo is going to be happy this morning because his bot does really well in these conditions.
Like really strong directional conditions.
I think it does, yeah. All right, let's see who's going to win. Oh, and Pieter won, followed by Odious and Roman Yeti taking it. Good job, guys. If you haven't yet, get yourself in the one-day game. It looks like no one could predict it right today. It's running away. I'm in the middle. I'm too low. It's running up. Giraffe Force is in there with the leading position. So get yourself in, guys. $200 pot right now. That'll grow throughout the day. Who's going to be the big winner? Everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, guys. Good luck. Keep Bitcoin up.